All right, day 14 of our Lenten journey, friends. We are 2 weeks in. We're 2 weeks in, and so I'm so glad you're here still. We're, again, Sara Menning. We're going to do that again. She did our last one in John 10, 1 through 10, and now we're picking up where we left off in John 10, 11 through 18. I love when we get to stick with the same idea a couple of times. So, all right. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand is not the shepherd and does not own the sheep. So when he sees the wolf coming, he abandons the sheep and runs away. When the wolf attacks the flock and scatters it, the man runs away because he is a hired hand and cares nothing for the sheep. I am the good shepherd. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep that are not in this sheep pen. I must bring them also. They too will listen to my voice, and there shall be one flock and one shepherd. The reason my Father loves me is I lay down my life only to take it up again. No one takes it from me, but I lay it down of my own accord. I have authority to lay it down and authority to take it up again. This command I received from my Father. In this passage, we see more of the analogy of Jesus as the Good Shepherd and his followers as his sheep. Here we see how the shepherd takes responsibility for his sheep. When Jesus says the Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep, he is foreshadowing his own death on the cross. Jesus references laying down his life 5 times in this passage. It doesn't take a biblical scholar to recognize that this must be important. While the Pharisees were so focused on Jesus breaking the Jewish laws, they failed to understand that he came to fulfill the law with his sacrifice of dying on the cross. Only the shepherd loves his sheep enough to lay down his life for them. Any stand-in or hired man runs off at the sign of trouble, but not the good shepherd. He not only protects the sheep, but he makes the ultimate sacrifice for them. It is only through Jesus that we are able to experience the love of God the Father. And what does it take for us to allow this connection to be made? Jesus had to lay down his life for the sheep, something he did not willingly, or he did willingly on his own accord. So again, we're sticking with the analogy of the Good Shepherd. And the thing is this analogy is so familiar. Oh, Jesus is the Good Shepherd. Jesus is the shepherd. David was a shepherd. We have this imagery, and we just accept it as it makes sense, and oh, we understand it. I always struggled with it, honestly. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. I'm like, no, the Good Shepherd doesn't lay down their life for the sheep. One sheep to a wolf, take it. My life ain't worth one sheep. My life is worth way more than one sheep. And then I realized, yeah, I'm right on one level. And that adds even more meaning to what Jesus did. Jesus' life was worth way more than one person. If he was just fully man and laid down his life, it would be good for one person. Since he's also fully God, it makes no sense from that standpoint to lay down his life for all of us. But he did, because he's the Good Shepherd who willingly wants someone, namely us, worth less than him, not worthless, worth less than he is, because he's God and he created us, and all things were created in him and through him and for him. We are his creation, and he did that for us. Isn't that amazing? Even when we don't quite get it, God can still use our faulty thinking to point to greater meaning for what he has in his word for us to know. Hope you spend some time wrestling with that today.